Okay, time for what I anticipate to be one of the easier level 1 challenges. Chansey's a beast in Generation 1. It's got amazing special, which is 105, which means it's got really high special attack and defense since special's shared in Generation 1. It's got ridiculous health, which means that it's a special tank and only physical moves are going to really damage it. It's also got access to a lot of amazing TMs. It's got Ice Beam, Thunderbolt, Seismic Toss. It's also got access to the standard moves like Double Team, Substitute, and Toxic. You know, the standard 3 moves I use in all of my challenges. And if I need other moves, I've got special moves like Soft Boiled, which I can learn as a TM. So I've got so many options with Chansey. I definitely think this challenge won't be too hard. My offense is amazing and my special bulk is also amazing. The only Pokemon that's a worry to my physical bulk is Sandslash because it has 4 physical attacking moves, and to get around that I just plan to freeze Sandslash solid and set up against it. Okay, here are the rules for my level 1 challenge. No items in battle, no rare candies. Your Pokemon starts at level 1 with 0 EVs and experience. Your Pokemon start off with their starting moves and can learn moves via level up or TM. You can evolve your Pokemon. Each TM can be taught once per run, unless it can be obtained multiple times in the game. For example, you can buy Substitute multiple times at the game corner. So in some runs I may override my Substitute and then reteach it again. And last rule, no glitches or exploits, except you can use glitches to obtain your starting Pokemon and change it to level 1. You can use an infinite number of items outside of battle. The TM rule still applies here. I mainly put this rule in just so I can have infinite PP ups, so I don't run out of attacks. And lastly, I can use save states, but only outside of battle. That's just to speed up the time it takes me to complete this challenge. It doesn't actually make the challenges any easier. Okay, so on my first attempt against Lorelei, I got really lucky. So that's what I thought. Because once I got up to Jinx, like usual, Jinx decided to hit me twice in a row, despite it having low accuracy due to my double teams. And because Jinx knocked me out, I then had to try another 20 minutes to beat Lorelei, which is very annoying. So I eventually get this run 20 minutes later. If you've seen my other 2 videos, I basically set up when Dewgong spams rest and moves like that. And it finally dies to poison. That's one of the runs where Dewgong didn't constantly use rest to heal itself. Cloyster hits me. I poison it. It does not confuse me, which is nice. Now I can put my substitute up. My health has just gone from like nothing to 89, which is insane. I knocked out Dewgong so quick in this attempt that I didn't even have all my double teams set up. I had to actually set up another 2. Normally, I've almost run out of PP when I've knocked out Dewgong. So yeah, I've got Ice Beam as my 4th move. I guess, it doesn't actually make a difference. I mean, my theory was probably to freeze it, but I can't really freeze Lorelei's Pokemon if they're already poisoned. And if I was to use Ice Beam first and freeze Lorelei's Pokemon, then I can't knock him out. So teaching Chansey Ice Beam this early was not really a good idea. Alright, so now I'm back up to the Jinx. Hopefully it doesn't mess things up. It hits me with a double slap. Lucky it only hit me with 1 hit of double slap. If it didn't stop upon breaking the substitute, I would have died. Yeah, for some reason Jinx is like super accurate. I have no idea why, but The Jinx is knocked out by my own attack. That's what it gets for wasting 20 minutes of my life. Lapras is just gonna slowly die. Nothing too interesting. I mean, I should really be using Substitute in case it hits me. Actually, I can't use Substitute because I don't have enough health. But yeah, Lapras doesn't hit me and it eventually dies. Alright, time for Bruno. And you guessed it, it took me hardly any attempts to beat Bruno. Okay, so Bruno digs, I use double team, it misses dig, I set up a second double team. It uses Screech, which is pointless because I don't need defense since everything one-shots me. It then uses X-Defend. X-Defend again. I use Toxic. It misses Slam, and now I can just spam double team while Onyx slowly dies. No, it hit me with Slam, that's alright. As long as I dodge the next one, which I do. Got Substitute back up. It uses Dig, which means it takes poison damage while it's underground, and then it has an attempt to hit me. I do not choose to learn Sing, I believe. Next is Hitmonchan. I'll try to poison it before it starts building up double teams. I hit my Toxic. It uses X-Defend. I get up my last double team. It hits me with a Fire Punch. I hit it with Ice Beam. It takes some more poison damage. I hit it with Ice Beam again. I go for a Substitute. Hitmonlee opens with double team. I miss 2 Toxics. Bruno wastes time with X-Defend. I keep on missing. Finally hit the Toxic. Hitmonlee uses a double team. Gets hit by poison. I miss an Ice Beam. It breaks my Substitute. Takes poison damage. Miss another Ice Beam. I finally put up a Substitute again. Lucky I did. It uses double team again because it's not afraid of dying due to poison. It uses its least accurate move, Mega Kick, and dies to poison. Alright, 2 Pokemon left. Oh, Ice Beam does a lot of damage against Onyx. I don't even need to poison it, which is crazy. I poisoned the Machamp though, because it's a lot more bulky, especially. And now that it's poisoned, I'm just spamming Ice Beam. It's probably safer to just spam Substitute and in case I get hit so I can have a Substitute up straight away. But I won anyway. Bruno's not that hard, so if I don't play my best, it doesn't really matter. Alright, here's Agatha. As you can see, Gengar does hardly any damage to me with Mega Drain, and it can't hit me with Lick. It can't hit me with Confuse Ray when I have a Substitute up, so the only thing Gengar can do is, if it hits me, it can only hit me with a Mega Drain, which does hardly any damage, so it's easy to set up against Gengar. Agatha took me a while to beat, but that's because I ran out of PP. But then I remembered that I could just use Seismic Toss, which has a lot of PP. It's a fixed damage move, and it works on Ghost type Pokemon because fixed damage moves work against Ghost types for some reason. And after I taught Chansey Seismic Toss, I bet Agatha first shot, so I'm not going to bother showing my failed attempts, because with the best strategies I could come up with, I bet it first shot, so there's no need to show my inferior tactics. I mean, ideally I would have taught Chansey Psychic instead of Ice Beam and had Psychic and Seismic Toss in this fight, but that doesn't really matter. I'm finally up to the Golbat. Leech Life is physical, so it easily breaks my Substitute. I put up another Substitute and Toxic's not hitting me because Substitute protects against Toxic. So I'm slowly killing the Golbat. It's wasting its time. It finally uses Leech Life, which misses. Now it's pretty much dead. Yep, that's the Golbat taken care of. Definitely I'll learn Growl. Oh wait, I don't. That was stupid of me. Yep, Agatha switches Pokemon, so I get a free attack. I try to freeze Arbok because it's scary. I don't want it to paralyze me. It tries wrapping me. Lucky that also misses because it will break my substitute and continue to attack me after it breaks it. It breaks my substitute with acid. I put up another substitute while it uses a potion. It misses an acid. Another acid that it misses. It misses wrap again. It's taking me a while to knock it out with Ice Beams. I freeze it finally. And take it down with 2 Seismic Tosses. Yes, Arbok has 2 scary moves, and yeah, I guess even the acid would break my substitute, which is also pretty scary. The Haunt is not very scary because it uses Confuse Ray, it uses Dream Eater while I'm awake, which does nothing. The only thing I think it could have hit me with was Hypnosis, which is only 55% accurate. Multiply that by my evasion, it's got like 12% or less chance of hitting me. The last Gengar isn't doing anything either. I'm dodging all of its attacks. I take it down with Seismic Tosses. Here's the last Pokemon, Haunter. It's taken down, and that's Agatha. Time for Lance. And Gyarados isn't very threatening. I mean, it's got Hydro Pump, which doesn't one-shot me, which is nice. Dragon Rage is useless since I've got high health, and I just froze it. So, I mean, this only took me a few tries to get to this point, but since Chansey pretty much walls Gyarados, the only thing that Gyarados can really do is use Hyper Beam. It was only a matter of time before I got a run like this. And it's actually pretty amazing that I'm on such low health to begin with. I mean, I could have reset until I got an attempt where I froze Gyarados after it used the Dragon Rage, which is only a 10% chance. But yeah, I am facing the rest of the Pokemon with low HP. They haven't hit me yet. Ice Beam's super effective. Chansey has a ridiculous special. So I'm just demolishing Lance's Pokemon. I mean, Ice Beam's like a 2 or 3 shot. Aerodactyl. I don't think it can take more than 1 Ice Beam. Well, it does. Oh, I crit. Okay. Maybe Aerodactyl's also a 3 shot. Last is Dragonite. Misses the Hyper Beam. Ice Beam looks like it's a 3 shot. It is. I freeze it solid. Hyper Potion unfreezes it. Oh, Hyper Potion does not unfreeze it, sorry, because it's not a full restore. And that's it. Finally, a run where Lance is easy. Alright, time for the rival. It only took me 12 minutes to beat the rival, which is pretty amazing considering how long it took with my other challenges. Alright, so Sandslash leads with Fury Swipes. Lucky it only hits twice. R-Freeze, Sandslash Solid, which is that was my strategy for beating the rival. Time to set up all my double teams. Okay, so I make sure not to forget to put up my substitute. Alright, time to knock out the Sandslash. I don't want to see any full restores, so I use the Seismic Toss to get it into Ice Beam range. Chansey levels up. No more badge boosts for the whole fight. Alakazam uses Recover after taking an Ice Beam. So I switch to Seismic Tosses since it does more damage. It's recovering again. It hits me with a Psychic. Substitute breaks, no surprise. Alright, so I guess not worrying about substitute because I don't want Alakazam to heal anymore. I knock it out. I also replace Double Team with Minimize because they do the exact same thing. And I want Chansey to have some individuality. Next is Exeggutor. It uses Leech Seed. Thank goodness it doesn't hit me, or that would have probably been a run ender. I freeze it solid, which means no more Leech Seeds. I use the Minimize just for the heck of it. Now I'm just hoping that there's no full restores used. So I think 2 Seismic Tosses knocks it out. It may have been in healing range, but oh, I didn't knock it out. Alright, just short. Lucky the rival didn't use full restore. Alright, Screech Miss, Seismic Toss for me. Another Screech Miss. Thunderwave Miss. One more Seismic Toss after the Screech misses, and that's Magneton. Time for Cloyster. Misses a Clamp. That could have destroyed my substitute and hit me, thus giving me no opportunity to put up another substitute. But lucky Cloyster keeps on missing. And that's Cloyster taken care of. Time for the Flareon. Starts off with a Reflect, which does nothing since I have no physical attacks. I mean, Seismic Toss does set damage, so Reflect doesn't make a difference. Flareon's frozen, so it can't do anything. No full restore again, and that's the rival beaten. Alright, that only took me an hour and 20 minutes, which is amazing because in the previous challenge it took me like an hour for just individual Elite Four members. So yep, after taking a while to beat the Haunter challenge, I thought I'd pick a Pokemon that's easy to win with. Chansey met that criteria as it has a base special of 105, which is amazing, which means it's got high special attack and defense, since special is just one stat in Generation 1. It has amazing health, the best in the game, which makes it super bulky. And yeah, it's got access to a lot of great moves. So yeah, I figured Chansey would be the easiest Pokemon to beat this with, or one of the easiest Pokemon. Well, anyway, next week I'm going to try Snorlax, which may be even easier since Snorlax starts off with Amnesia. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. Please leave some comments down below, or subscribe if you want to watch more of my content. Thanks for watching.